I'm still floating, but I'm also actually really emotional because I feel like we've maybe created a new crack in that glass ceiling. You know, Asian actors know that we're not often invited to the red carpet, not always invited to come up on stage and accept awards. And so I feel like, you know, having had the opportunity to tell an Asian American story, David's father's story, on Broadway was reward enough, and I never expected this. So this is just really extra.
Yeah, I'm sure. I always say, well, that Radio City, it's so massive of a stage, and when you walk up there and those lights and everything, I'm sure it's so overwhelming. Is there anyone that you forgot to thank that you wanted to thank now?
Yes, yes. I saw the clock ticking down and the light flashing, you know, wrap it up, and I just didn't want to hear Cynthia Erivo screaming from the wings, you know, the time is near. So I forgot to mention my husband, Randy Adams, and my family in California, whose love makes me braver, makes me a better person, and provides me my moral compass. So, and they've allowed me to have a life that none of us really understand. My mom used to ask, "What do you do all day?" And you know, honestly, every day is different as opposed to what the rest of my family has done to sustain themselves and their kids. And so finally, I now have a new kid.
I love that. Very last question I always like to ask, especially in this room. The Tony is the award, but for you, what is the reward?
The reward was actually getting to do the show on Broadway in front of an audience that embraced what I think David was writing even 20 years ago. They got all of the commentary about what it means to be an American. What do we actually believe? Are we living up to those ideals? The crazy relationships that sons and fathers have, and that first generation immigrants to America and their kids have in this country. And to show that American story was truly the best reward.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Have
Thank
a great
you
night.
so much. You too.